Hello people, I'm back with some pause here. I got myself this Dell PC. It is Core i5 10th generation machine. It comes with a potato power supply. It is just 260 watts. So what I'm trying to do, I got a good bargain by the way. I got this with 4 gigabytes of RAM, but then I am thinking to convert this into a gaming machine. It has a decent processor. So my upgrades included one thing I've already done behind the camera is installing M.2 NVMe drive, and then I also changed RAM from 4 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes now. And then now I'm thinking to install one more SSD because I dual boot into Linux and Windows. And then I got myself this Asus 1650 GTX. This one is 4 gigabytes. And it is the powerless version. It does not require any power connectors. And the reason is because the power supply is very small, so my upgrade options are very limited. Other than this, I have sprayed the case to the red one. I had some red spray lying around, so I use that here. And then I have these are like my old drives having my data. This one I'm thinking how to install SSD and the hard drive into this case, because this case is very congested and it literally has no space to mount a hard drive like this and one more SSD, say SSD like this. So I can either mount SSD here or I can only mount the hard drive. So that's something I'm trying to figure out. One other challenge I might face is the temperatures, because this case has literally no fans in it except for this fan and maybe a small fan here. But anyways, for the case I don't have any fan, and I was looking here very closely. I don't see any connectors for the extra case fan. So it's a really good design by Dell engineers. I don't know what they were smoking when they designed this case. It only came with this channel duct kind of thing to channel out the hot air out of the case. But again, my worry is that when I install this beefy graphics card, it goes something like this. So as you can see, there is literally no space for a decent airflow. So that would be, I'm expecting, would be my next challenge. But anyways, let's see. Alright, so after wasting some time, I finally realized that this box no space to have two drives. So either I can go for this one or this one. There's no mounting space. There could be one other way. I could take out this DVD drive because nobody uses it, and then there's a special case or caddy that I can slide in there. But anyhow, I still need this drive for my Windows, this drive for example, or this drive basically for my Linux setup, and I need this drive just to store my, work as a storage between the two operating systems, as a common storage, games and all that. So the only thing I realized would be something like this. I will line up both the drives, having all the connectors aligned. And then I'm thinking I will use double-sided tape to stick I'll mount this on the case, and then I will stick this drive like so, so they don't dangle around in my case. So that's the only practical solution I have found so far with this case. it's not gonna work because this is the other side. Oh damn it. Alright, so I'm stuck. I need a different cable which is kind of a straight connector, so I can take the straight connector from here and put it in the motherboard. I'll be back. Okay, so I had to stop camera while I went to look for this cable. This one has the straight connectors, and this is, I'm sure it will work flawlessly here. So this PC can be considered ready in terms of upgrade. I will put this double slot Asus card. Okay, so I got my graphics card fixed, and then M.2 RAM, SSD 480 gigabytes. I changed the drive from 1 TB to 500 GB. I think is enough, and then this is also 500, so I've got 1.5 storage. So this is my machine now. I will take this cover out for now. Once I'm done with Windows, I will do some temperature testing on the load, and then we can decide whether to keep it or not. But anyways, time for now to run this machine. Okay, so the moment of truth is powering up. Fan is spinning, GPU is spinning as well, and we got display. Oh, I should go to BIOS. Okay, no bootable devices found. This is very much expected, and for that I had my little USB ready already. So let's go in there, let's reboot, press F2. Alright, so the PC has been running perfectly well. I installed Windows, fully updated, and then I've got my little tools. I'll be using Firmark to stress test the CPU and the graphics card, and then I have hardware information utility to read the temperatures. I will be doing 3 scenarios with the open case, because it's a very small case literally, and with the covered case, and third will be with this lid. So let's get into it. After running and updating Windows 10 and doing some temperature testing, I also reinstalled Void Linux from scratch. I'm updating my Void Linux. Also did a couple of hours of gaming. Temperatures were perfectly fine. And speaking about temperatures, I decided to put back the lid. For some reason, it is helping temperatures by -1 degree or 2. I mean, it's keeping less 1 degree or 2 degrees on full load. All the hot air is straight away going out of the case, and the only heat I'm left with in the case is the GPU. Now, I don't have any other space left to add a case fan, otherwise I think if I have one case fan here blowing that way, it will for some reason will push out hot air. Even though with a closed case I am not going above 65 degrees, with this lid on I am like 63 degrees, 64 degrees in terms of graphics card, and on the CPU I am about like 70s on the full load, or 75, which I believe is not quite bad. So this is how my PC looks finally after all the upgrades I've done and spray painting to a red one. It does not have all those RGB lights that people like normally, especially the gamers. For some reason I don't understand, but when it comes to specifications, this PC is quite decent and beefy for the price I paid. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.